Thank you for joining us for our evening press conference coming out of the Austin Gilgronis game. We're going to give the floor to Coach Scott for an opening statement. Coach Scott.
Thank you, Neil. What a interesting atmosphere here tonight in Austin. I don't think we've ever experienced anything like that, but definitely a pressure environment. And I thought we had lots of opportunities tonight to build on the lead and get a 2-score lead and close out the game. A couple of shots in front of the post and attacking line out in the 22, and those mistakes let Austin back into the game, and combined with a few penalties in the second half, ultimately was the difference. So I am happy with the team's performance in terms of improvement from last week. I think we played better defense. We were more accurate in attack, but we're just going to have to get better against a very tough NOLA team that gutted out a good victory today down in New Orleans.
Hey, Coach. Chris Wyatt, Rugby Ascendant. Tough one tonight, no doubt. Going home, probably not with a great feeling, but certainly it was right down to the wire. Conversely, the conversation a moment ago about things that happened late in the game. What about in the first half? I kind of kept track of what I saw in the first half. Seemed to be a bit of overcommitting and some offsides. In fact, I think the referees missed offside calls against the Rattlers. But in the 28th minute, already counted 11 handling errors to 1 for AG, and the first half, 10 turnovers to 1 for AG. And then also had a beautiful chance to come up the field and stepping out on the try on the into touch several steps in a row. So in the first half, kind of sloppy play, but you walked out just 7 of 5. Did you have a good feeling that you're going to get it back together? And did you think that the changes had any disruption in the sync of the team? Because you made a lot of changes. I think it was 8 changes for the starting lineup. Did that play a role, or is it just guys were out of sync, or am I just seeing too many mistakes that really weren't there?
I think in the first half there was some definite handling errors. I think in particular our outside backs were probably forcing the issue a bit when holding on to possession would have kept momentum in our favor. That's for sure. I think if you look at those, they came in some specific parts of our team and specific parts of the field. So, when we went into halftime, we said, look, let's just buckle that up a little bit. Little simplify what we're trying to achieve here, hold on to the ball a bit more.
And another bright spot again tonight. I mean, I wrote this down several times. I couldn't keep track of the meters that Mark O'Keefe gained, but boy, he was making some great moves, moving up the pitch and offloading the ball pretty well. Are you pretty happy with that acquisition? He seems to really be coming on pretty strong for the Rattlers. I think his 4th try tonight already in just 4 games. He really, I think, was a bright spot in the play tonight.
Yeah, we're happy to have Mark. I think he was a player who's looking for an opportunity, which fits the type of people that we go after. We like people that are grateful to play the game and just want to play. And Mark's come in and work hard, and he's had a good impact.
Thanks, Coach.
Now we're gonna transition over to our 2 players. Give us one moment.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so today we have Johan Momsen and Rory Van Vugt. Each of them will give their opening statement on their thoughts of the game, and then we'll have the floor open for questions. Johan?
Very disappointing. I think we had that game in the bag. And then, it's just clinical. We weren't clinical. We had a lot of opportunities to finish. We didn't. And then individual errors, they had a lucky break and they finished the game off.
Pretty much the same as what Johan's just covered. Individual errors. We had a lot of line breaks we didn't finish. It's pretty crucial when we've got that many opportunities, we don't finish them, and they just got pretty a lucky bounce at the end there, and they converted on that line break and pretty much won them the game, and then we just fell away in the end. So it's pretty disappointing.
Hey guys, Chris Wyatt here from Rugby Ascendant. First question is for Johan. So I'm not going to pick on the lineouts. You've already talked about it a few times, so we'll pass on the lineouts. But I did want to ask you this question. Watching players on the pitch, it seemed like the weather was good tonight, but around the 60th minute, it seemed like a lot of guys were gassed on both sides. Was that because of the pace of the game or maybe because of the pandemic and the inability to train last year? Do you think maybe that's playing a role? Do you guys feel good out there? Because looking at it on the screen, guys look a little bit gassed in the 60th minute as we got to the last quarter. by a donkey.
Oh, nice. No, I really think that was just the pace of the game. Both teams really lifted it up. We had a good preseason. I don't think the virus really affected any of that. It was really a high-paced game, a lot of kick chase, left to right plays. They took it wide pretty much each phase. So there was a lot of chasing around. So I think that was probably what affected the tired legs.
Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's what I kind of thought, but I want to get a feel what you guys had to say. By a donkey. Rory, very quickly, I did want to ask this question. You guys didn't give up. I mean, they were knocking on the door on the try line over and over and over again, had possession a lot of the game, and you never gave up. But it did seem as though AG kind of let you guys off the hook a couple of times with a knock-on right there at the try line and this strange kick into the corner when they had it. But how did you guys feel about your defense down near the try line? Were you comfortable with that? You seemed to hold it together.
Yeah, we were pretty comfortable down there. I think it was a massive one when they were in our 22. They kept getting in there, building phases, and then we managed to get a turnover and come all the way down the other end of the field, and I think we ended up scoring then. So that was a massive shift for us. So like when you can D out phase after phase and then go and score, like they don't score and then we go to length of the field and score, that's a massive momentum shift in terms of their energy. Like they'll be exhausted, they'll be gutted that they couldn't get that, and we can just come all the way down and score. So off a moment like that, that's where I thought we would keep picking the pace up and finish the game off, but just a few mistakes is what ended up letting us down there.
All right, thanks, gents. Yeah, it's a long way to go. You both mentioned it's a long season, so hang in there, and good luck next week with NOLA.
Thank you.
Bye, donkey.
Mi plaisir.
Thank you, everybody, for participating this evening. Have a good night. See you later.